Hey everyone, this is me, Cody, and beside me is, of course, my one and only lovely fiance,
Brianna.
and very energetic because these are our favorite films. Believe it or not, they are. Um, Brianna, I know you in and out, and I'm sure you can agree that these are the best horror films ever made
Yes.
because it so bashes everything, and yet it is a horror film in itself, and I
Yeah.
just love that. But this is the Scream Trilogy review, reviewing films Scream 1 through 3. Um, only reason we're not doing 4 right now is because it's going to be a separate video later because we do love 4. It's by far one of the best, but this is strictly Scream 1 through 3 for right now.
Yes. No disrespect to one, but four is just slightly just something about it. It's just right there next to May Spider-Man 2.
Um, but yeah, this is the triple pack. It's a DVD set. We obviously are going to plan to get all the Screams on Blu-ray. I'm excited. I
Yeah.
know they have that 5 film collection, but we actually found this DVD, believe it or not, for $5. Um, it used to. I knew it was around. You could get around for 15. We just saw this for $5. Out of all the places, we got it at Walmart. I'm finding myself actually getting most of our DVDs from Walmart because they're just, they're leader because they're pricing it at such amazing prices. I mean, but for $5, the first 3 Screams, you can't go wrong with that. And it is a triple feature 3 DVD set, so it's 3 discs, and love the cover actually. What about you?
I love it too because it has each of the individual covers from the movies, but they're like cut into little sections. It's not like some random new thing. It's just, put in the sections for this
Yeah,
set.
and this may not be a rare find, but I don't know. It's slowly becoming, but surely starting to become kind of rare in stores. Um, so if you love Scream and you don't have them for some reason, definitely go get them. Um, we're eventually gonna, double dip and get these on Blu-ray. But for now, I'm very satisfied with this. So this is the front cover, showing us, of course, the original 1996 film Scream. Then its follow-up 97, equally amazing sequel Scream 2, and then the train wreck Scream 3. Um, we'll get to the actual movie review a little later, but you do get all 3 films. And so here's the spine, uh, showing you that you get all 3 of the Screams, and then the back. Again, it's the general movie information. So it's pretty. It's your basic triple pack DVD release. I'll go ahead and open it up and show you the inside. Comes in a fairly awesome disc casing. You got the first Scream, and then you have Scream 2 over here, and then over here we have Scream 3.
It is pretty cool they're all like on their own individual disc. It's not just one for all of them. So it kind of feels like you have like the actual films.
Yeah, and I love it's high quality packaging. I mean, there's not these discs aren't gonna get damaged. I mean, you're pretty, it's good. I don't see how it's only $5. I guess the Scream films have their fans. Nowadays, it's an unappreciated franchise, but from the '90s, it was original. There was nothing like it. It was scary. It was hilarious. It's just the best. And Ghostface, I'm sure Ghostface is the creation that, to me as a kid, when I saw the first Scream film, I saw the first Scream when I was like in elementary school. I'm talking like too young for horror films, but my mom was freaking awesome, so she let me watch them, and I fell in love with Ghostface. At the same time, I was utterly petrified. I mean, the blank stare, the open mouth, just something about it. It's just simple ghostly, yet in the all black clothes. It's just very scary. Um,
It's like the face of a victim, but instead it makes victims.
yes. And I loved how, Scream was basically a parody in itself. It's a horror
Satire.
comedy, satire, yeah. And it's just really intelligent. And I'm afraid now it's really, the new generation is kind of just
Not intelligent.
No, not that. Just that it's just they don't really appreciate it much. Scream's not really. I guess it's worn out. And personally, I would just love if they just kept making them. And I believe MTV's got a deal to do a Scream television series, which I'll probably check out. But I really wanted a Scream 5. That may happen still. You never know. But
The TV show is like what happens after Scream 4.
yeah, I think so. I think that's what I heard. But we obviously don't know. Nothing's out yet. But gotta say, the first Scream, 10 out of 10 easily. I mean, it's a classic. Just love it. Scream 2, 10 out of 10. Scream 3, I like.
Why don't we just tell them why Scream 3 is so different?
Okay, well, I'm sure hardcore Scream fans already know this, and they can agree that Scream 3 is by far the worst Scream film of the whole franchise. That doesn't mean it's not good. I actually like it a lot. It's just, the writer, Kevin Williamson, who wrote the original screenplay for Scream and Scream 2, he didn't do it for Scream 3. They brought in a new writer. As a huge Scream fan film, as a huge fan of the Scream films as I am, I can't even remember the writer of Scream 3, which I'm sure it's going to be a comment, of who he is. Just Scream 3 did not carry on the legacy of the first or second one. Really just, if you haven't seen Scream, I guess, spoilers, but who hasn't by now? Just don't watch this, because I'm getting ready to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. Hoping you have by now, but, the first two Scream films, there were two killers working together. Scream 3 had one killer, which that didn't take it away from me. I'm glad they were trying to do something different. And the voice box changer, it was in Scream 3, instead of just disguising a voice, the voice could manipulate and copy.
And be any of the other characters, so you didn't know who was really calling you, and it's kind of going there about cell phones. I mean, the opening.
Yeah.
And just.
And, Scream came out when cell phones weren't really that much around, and caller ID was a huge big deal. And I remember reading somewhere that Scream was the reason caller ID got so huge.
It soared after the first film.
Yeah.
And like Scream 2, they went there how she got caller ID after that.
Yeah, so these films really they've left a legacy.
They affect society.
Yeah, Wes Craven, obviously he's the director of the first all the Scream films, Scream 1 through 4, and he did an amazing job as expected. I can't really go on and say how much I love this film, because I just love it. I mean, I love all four films, even Scream 3, and Scream 3 didn't really, I don't know, it's just, when you've watched the first one and you've watched the second one,
which is almost better than the first one. It's one of those sequels that you don't know which one's better. Then you go to 3, and it's just
kind of rotten. It was a train wreck, and the reason is because Scream and Scream 2 were on the tracks, and by Scream 3 it derailed. But then that's when you kind of had a silence, I believe Scream 3 came out in, I want to say 2000, the new millennium, and there was like a 10-year absence, and then all of a sudden Scream 4, which really, I'm glad there was Scream 4, it brought us back. But you can't go wrong with the Scream franchise. What more can I say? And, thanks to Ghostface over here, we finally, this really has brought joy to our childhood. I can't believe Scream was actually a part of my childhood.
Yeah, I got a little bit later start.
Yeah, but you knew about it. And
yes, I mean, I do love it. I mean, Scream 1, 2 is 10 out of 10 for me. Scream 3, I'll give a 7, because it is a good horror. It's just so low because I'm trying to compare it to the other two.
Yeah, and, Scream kind of was what brought us together, you and I,
Yeah.
Because that was like one of the first things we had in common, and it's like I never thought I'd meet anyone who liked Scream as much as I did, and here she is sitting right beside me. But and it's so awesome to have someone you can share these movies with, because it's not every day that you like someone or you have someone that will sit and watch these movies non-stop with you. Like, we have watched Scream over and over and over and over and over. And that's why we're excited to get this on Blu-ray sometime soon. Eventually we're going to get it. And just there's a lot of stuff, a lot of awesome stuff that's been coming out, like the Arnold and the Amazing Spider-Man and all that stuff. But definitely had to relive this. We were going to wait till Halloween to do this review, but we couldn't wait. It was just, we had to do it. So, thank you guys for watching this video of the triple feature 3 DVD set collection of the Scream trilogy. And sometime soon we will review Scream 4.
That's a review all on its own.
That's a review in all of its own. That may even be a two-parter.
Yeah, because it's so amazing.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching, and please have a nice day.
And hopefully Ghostface won't get you. Bye.